about move-in, talking about housing, dining, all the fun things, starting about living on campus and your experience with us here at the University of Kentucky. I'm joined by two of my colleagues here, so let's take a second to introduce themselves.
I'm Rachel, and I work for housing.
I'm Justin, and I work for dining.
And today we're going to walk through move-in details, what the dates are, times are, some expectations as far as, what are you guys going to do when you get here, some things we have to help you guys out, as well as just some general stuff. And then Justin's going to talk about dining a little bit, and then we'll wrap up. So let's hop right into our presentation here.
All right, so one of the first things that you should do is follow us on social media. You can follow us at UK House Res Life on Twitter, UK Housing Res Life on Instagram, and UK Housing and Residence Life on Facebook. So you should definitely go do that. The topics that we're going to cover today are move-in dates and times, returner dates, the move-in process, cable and internet, fix-it, and dining. This is a map of campus. This is the map that you're going to want to use when you come on campus because it's going to show you the route that you want to take to get to your residence hall. Just follow the color of your residence hall, and you're going to follow that little path all the way in, all the way out to just go the best route. It's going to be online, so you can pull that up. You're going to unload your belongings, park your vehicle, and then return to your residence hall and check in and move in. All right, so if you're in sorority, fast track, or Wildcat marching band, you're going to be moving in on Saturday, August 15th. If you're in an even numbered hall, your move-in time is 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. If you're in an odd numbered hall, your move-in time is 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. is the overflow time. If you're in a living learning program, you're going to be moving in on Wednesday, August 19th. If you're in an even number hall, you'll be moving in from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And if you're in an odd numbered hall, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. is overflow time as well. If you're an incoming freshman that's not in any of those specific programs, your move-in time is Friday, August 21st. If you're in an even numbered hall, your move-in time is 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. If you're in an odd numbered hall, your move-in time is 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. and 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. is overflow time. If you're a returning student, your move-in date is Saturday, August 22nd, and your move-in time is 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And there's limited move-in assistance provided, so you're going to want to make sure to especially bring carts and such on that day.
A little bit about dining. All of our meal plans begin on Friday, August 21st. The 90 will also be opening that day. Anyone moving in before August 21st, we actually have move-in meal plans available. You can find these on our website at uky.campusdish.com. And these are flex dollar plans that will also carry over into the fall semester and spring semester as well.
So just as a reminder, if you're in, when I said even numbered halls, I meant even numbered floors, and odd number halls, I meant odd numbered floors. All right, so let's get on to the move-in process. You're going to look at your move-in map route and figure out the best way to get to your building and just strictly follow that route so you don't get stuck anywhere. You're going to unload your vehicle onto tables, and you're going to check out a cart with your parent or guardian's driver's license. If you didn't already bring a cart yourself, hopefully you could bring one.
Yeah, I just want to point that out, talking about the carts. We do have some that you guys can use to get your stuff from your car to the front of the building and up into your room. But like Rachel mentioned, if you guys have one at home, whether that's like a little dolly or you might have something you bring groceries in or something like that, you can kind of carry a lot of stuff on. If you guys have one of those, be sure to bring one of those because it'll actually help you guys move in a lot faster. We've got a lot of people moving in, so those carts are few and far between. When you've got 6,000 people moving in, those carts go pretty quickly. So if you guys have one from home, I just want to stress that if you guys have one, please bring one from home.
All right, some more move-in process details. Once you find your residence hall, unload your belongings, you're going to want to have your family move your vehicle to a parking spot so other people can pull up and unload behind you. Then the student will go on into your residence hall and check in with your Res Life staff. You're going to need your student ID to do this. You're going to sign your paperwork and file your room condition report at this time.
And just one thing to mention on this slide right here is the student ID. So when you guys came in for your CBLU orientation, you should have stopped by Bowman's Den and gotten your new student ID. For a lot of our buildings on campus, the student ID is very crucial to actually get inside the building as well as get inside your actual residence hall room. So it's really important to make sure that you have that ID. If for some reason you don't have your ID, our card offices will have special hours during these move-in days so that you guys can go and get one. Just let the staff member know when you get to your building that you haven't been able to get your ID made at this point, and then they'll show you some other directions about how to get to the card office, how to get that ID and stuff like that. It'll be very important to get that first thing on move-in day if you don't have it already.
All right, so then after you get your, you've checked in and you've signed your paperwork and you've gotten your room condition report, you're going to get your mailbox key, you're going to move into your room, and you're just going to be happy because you're at UK and it's the best place ever.
Woo. All right, so we're going to walk you guys through a few other things that aren't necessarily, move-in related for that process, but once you get to your room, these will be very crucial for you. So one thing you want to remember when you're coming to campus is for your TV, you want to bring a coax cable. So you can get these cables, any Best Buy, any Walmart, Target, those kind of stores, they're pretty readily available. Just want to make sure you bring one of those. And then there's 2 different services on campus. ResNet supports these buildings you see here, Blanding, Kerwin, Smith, Baldwin, Roselle, Wildcat Colage, and Max K German House. So if you have trouble connecting to your cable, you need some help or anything like that, ResNet is going to be the people that can help you get connected in those buildings. And then if you live in Chapin's Court 1 or 2, any of the Woodland Glens 1 through 5, Central Hall, Johnson Hall, or Hagen Hall, Elwood is your cable provider. And if you guys need help with either of those, they're actually going to have tents set up on move-in day. So if you just have a question, just head down to the front desk, ask your staff at the front desk, and they can point you in the right direction. But we will have tech support on site to help you with that if there's any issues on the move-in day. And same general information with internet. Again, ResNet and Elwood are the 2 support services on campus for the internet, depending on which building you live in. And if you have troubles getting connected, whether that's your hardwire or your wireless, feel free to reach out to either of these. And again, we'll have tents set up on move-in day, so just find them near your residence hall and they can help you get connected once you get here. We do have hardwired ports in the rooms as well as wireless in the building areas, but sometimes, depending on where you are, you just want to have the extra, the Cat 5 cable to connect to the hardwire. Just gives you a little bit better connection when you're actually inside your room. All right, and we have Fixit here, and you're probably wondering, what is Fixit? Never heard of that before. So Fixit is actually the service on campus that routes all of our maintenance calls for university housing. So if for some reason you get to your room and there's something that's not quite right, on move-in day, Fixit is going to be your people to call. So we've got the phone number right there, which you can call them. It's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week phone number, as well as we've got our website here, which you can also submit an online form. So something maybe the not so emergency related, then you can submit the online form. What this does is it sends it to our Fixit office, and then that lets our maintenance and custodial teams know anything that may need to be worked on in your room, whether that's a light out, your toilet stopped up, or whatever it may be. Fixit is the people that are going to come to your room and fix those problems. So remember this number. Probably want to put it in your phone and bookmark this address in your Safari on your phones so that you guys can get back to them when you get on campus. All right, so that kind of wraps up our presentation section. So before we get into our Q&A, just wanted to give you our contact information. If you guys have any questions about the move-in process, you're not quite sure when your move-in days or anything like that is, you can call our housing office, which is listed right there. The phone number is 859-257-1866. Or feel free to shoot us an email, and or if you want to get on Facebook, send us a message, send us a direct message on Twitter. We're all available through all those resources.
Same thing for dining. If you want to contact us via website, we are uky.campusdish.com. Our phone number is 859-257-2220. Email address contactukdining@lsv.uky.edu, and social media @ukydining.
And you guys see the hashtag down there, Big Blue Move. This is what we're using for our move-in process. So whenever you guys are posting pictures of your new room or your packing process right now, you're like, look at all this stuff I'm putting in my car. Yeah, all those kind of fun pictures. When you put them on social media, be sure to tag it Big Blue Move so that way we can check it out and follow along with you guys. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to jump into a Q&A session. So I'm going to open it up to you guys to do questions. Let me get it pulled up here. So if you guys have questions, looks like we already got some over here. So we'll kind of go through a few of these. All right, we got a question over here from Samantha. Samantha asks, do I need to bring a trash can? She says she's living in Woodland Glen too. In all of our buildings, you will need to supply your own trash can, whether that's a big one, small one, varying whatever size room you have. We do actually provide a recycling container inside the room. So definitely want to bring your own trash can, but again, we'll provide that recycling container for you. And also, in all of our buildings, there's varying ways about how the trash gets taken out. In some of our buildings, actually the majority of our buildings, you'll actually be taking your trash to a trash compactor near your building. And also the same thing with recycling. Some of our buildings, we do have trash service inside those where our custodial teams comes and take those from trash closets. But the majority of our buildings, you'll have to actually take your own trash out. So just be sure to check that on move-in day. We'll have some information about where those trash compactors are, how to get to them, and things like that. If you have any questions at all, the front desk is staffed 24/7. So stop by there and ask them, and ask them any of these questions you may have between now and then, and they'll be very helpful to get those questions answered for you. So thank you, Samantha, for your question there. Very good one. All right, looks like our next question is from Haley. She asks, for the Woodland Glen 4 2-bedroom suites, is there a dresser or are there drawers under their bed? Kind of both, actually. So inside the 2-bedroom suites across all of campus, you're actually going to get 4 drawers of dresser space. So they can actually stack on top of each other, or they can pull apart to be 2 and 2. So if you have them pulled apart, they'll actually fit underneath the bed area, so you give yourself some extra floor space. Or if you want to have like a bedside table or something to stick your TV on, you can stack both of those on top of each other. So you have a 4-drawer dresser, and you can put stuff on top of it. So they're stackable, removable, anything that you like to. If you want to see kind of what they look like or some typical room layouts, hop on our website. We've got 3D floor plans of all these room layouts that kind of give you a little bit better idea about what those look like. Right, looks like our next question comes from Jake. Jake asks, what are some college necessities that most incoming freshmen do not think to bring? That's a good question. What are some things you guys have seen? People, they get here and they're like, oh, I should have brought that.
People forget, I feel like maybe like necessities like toilet paper, toothbrush sometimes in the big move-in. It's easy to forget the easy things when you're worried about decorating your room. So I would definitely remember your toiletries. It's important stuff.
Yeah. Anything you can think of, Justin?
I think that covers it.
Yeah.
That's the most I've seen as well.
Gotcha. Yeah. Rachel actually brings up a good point. If you are in, a lot of our different halls, you do. If you're in our common bathroom halls, then we supply that. But if you're going to be in a suite style or a 2-bedroom suite or a 4-person suite or the 4-bedroom suite, you have to supply your own toilet paper. So we've actually had
cleaning supplies.
And cleaning supplies too.
Clean your bathroom.
Yep. Some of the people out there have never cleaned your bathroom before. You might want to have mom and dad tell you how to do that, show you how to do it before you head off to campus. So.
In the 90 in Wildcat Pantry, we'll have toiletries and cleaning supplies available as well. So if you do happen to forget it, stop by the 90 and we'll be open there for you.
Awesome. Yeah, the 90. Tell us a little bit more about what the 90 is, Justin.
The 90 is going to have one of our largest restaurant in it, the Fresh Food Company. It's going to be a residential restaurant. It's where most of you are going to be spending your meal plans at. It's also going to have a Taco Bell, a Wildcat Pantry, like I said, the convenience store. It'll have Aqua Sushi, as well as Ovid's, which is moving from the library. And last but not least, La Madeleine, but it will not be open at the beginning of the semester. The menu looks great, though, and we're going to have some cool stuff there. So that covers the 90.
I'm always excited about food.
Yes.
All right. Our next question comes from Rory. Rory asks, can we bring our own wireless router? Rory, actually, a wireless router is not needed in all of our halls. Inside all of our halls, we have wireless inside the building. In some areas, it is better than others. So just one of those things, you kind of have to find the best area. But all of our halls have wireless at some capacity inside of them. Just a matter of finding the best area. So you don't have to bring a wireless router because actually you're going to slow down things and get things confused about computers connecting to routers and things like that. So it's actually, we advise people not to bring wireless routers. So very good question. All right, let's see here. Got a few questions here about laundry rooms. Let's talk about that. So laundry inside the residence halls, there's at least one laundry room in every single building. It just kind of varies about how big it is and where it's located. Sometimes it's on the first floor, second floor. It depends on where it is, depending on which building it is. There's actually this really cool app, though. Rachel, can you tell us about the app for campus?
Yeah, it's the WaveWriter app, and you can download it. And actually, what it'll do is it tells you when there are washers and dryers available. And when you put your laundry in, it will let you know when it's done, so you don't have to sit around in the laundry room and wait on it. You can go back to your room, you can go out and get food, and go hit up the 90. So it's a really cool app, and you should definitely download it.
Awesome. So that's WaveWriter. You can download it on Android or iPhone, either one. It's a great app to have. Crucial for campus. So.
Definitely.
All right. Just looking through our other questions here. I got a good question here from Olivia. Olivia asks, what is the process for having someone stay the night or multiple nights with you? She says she's living in Champions Court 1, but this actually applies for all of campus. So for having overnight guests, the visitation policy for each of our halls varies. You can actually hop on our website and find out what that visitation policy is. All of our halls, not all of them, but a lot of them are going to have 24/7 visitation, or you could have, midnight to noon, you can't have visitation, but, noon to midnight you can. So it really varies. Those first few weeks, we don't actually allow visitation during nighttime hours just because we're trying to get a few things sorted out as far as, roommates agreeing on what's okay, what's not okay. But in Champions Court 2, I believe it's 24/7. So if you want to have somebody stay the night, it's just a matter of having them bring their driver's license or their student ID, and they'll just get checked in at the front desk and then checked out when they leave. For all of our guests, we need to make sure that you're staying with your guests. You can't leave, go to class, and leave someone in your room that's checked in. They got to go with you, or get checked out and check back in. It's just for the safety of all of our residents. So a very good question about our visitation policies. All right, let's see here. Looks like we got a question about dining here from McKenna. McKenna asks, what dining facilities on campus are open before the 21st?
We have a lot of our restaurants open on campus right now. Specifically, Bowman's Den is open on North Campus. Intermezzo is open. Einstein's Brothers Bagels. Starbucks is open. K-Lair is open. For a full comprehensive list, you can check out our website. All of the hours of operation are posted on there before the 21st as well as after.
Yeah, there's a lot of great restaurants in Bowman's Den, like
Chick-fil-A, Panda Express, Subway,
Greens to
Go.
I love that.
And of course Starbucks.
Yeah, lots of great
Can't go wrong with
restaurants.
Starbs.
All right, let's see here. Looks like we got a question from Sharon about parking. She asked, are there designated spots on this day? Absolutely. If you on our previous slide here, we had about the move-in map. You can actually check this out on our website. So you go to uky.edu/housing. If you go to our move-in, move-out section, there's actually a map online there which shows all of our routes. We'll give you a little. This is what it looks like right here. You can actually print it out and bring it with you. On this map, it shows you which areas are off control during move-in day. So once you pull up, you unload your vehicle, we are going to ask that you move that vehicle as soon as you get it unloaded. And it shows all of our parking routes on here. And we'll also have lots of helpful staff on move-in day that'll show you kind of the route to go to for your parking spot, so you can get all parked and you come back and visit with your students before you guys head out. So definitely just check our website for that move-in map, and it'll have all those designated parking spots on the map for you. All right, let's see here. So we got a question from Michael. Michael asked, are there carts for us to use? Just referencing back to earlier in our presentation where you had that slide about the carts and things like that. There are carts available for you guys to use, but we do suggest that if you have a cart at home, whether that's a little dolly or you got a little wagon you can pull stuff with, all those are really great things to have on move-in day. And if you can bring them from home, then you don't have to borrow one from us. You don't have to wait in a line possibly or anything like that. It really speeds up your move-in process if you can bring one from home. So definitely suggest bringing one from home if you have one. Let's see here. Let me see here. We got a question from Aaron. Aaron asks, if our roommate is moving in before us because of band or rush or whatever it may be, can we go down on their move-in day and help them move in? Absolutely. If you want to be a friend, a pal to them, go and help them move in. we highly support that, because if I were moving in, I want some help too.
Oh
So
yeah, definitely.
definitely go and help them. You just would need to check in. During move-in day, we don't worry too much about if you're having people come and help you and things like that. But just after the move-in hours, then our visitation will go into effect. So just want to make sure you go in during those move-in times, and more than happy for you to come down and help your roommate move in. All right, let's see. We got a few more questions here. Looks like we got a question from Logan. Logan asks, if our car is a K-lot pass, can we park move in, or do we have to take it to the garage? On move-in day, Logan, we ask people that is the only time you can be in front of the residence hall is if you're unloading. So basically, like when you pull in, we'll have people to help you get all the stuff out of your car, and some tables there. And as soon as that car is unloaded, we need to get that off the street into a parking lot. So similar to the person asking earlier, kind of where those parking locations are. If you reference back to our move-in map here, looks like this. You can grab it on our website. If you reference that, it has the parking spots that you can go to and move your car during those move-in days. And then after those move-in days, you're going to want to move your car to your permanent location, which it sounds like you've got a K-lot pass out by the stadium. You're going to make sure you put your car in that lot so that you don't get a ticket or anything like that for parking in the wrong location. All right, we got a question from Janet. Janet asks when the 90 will be open.
The 90 will be open on the 21st, but we are actually having a grand opening celebration. I believe it's on Wednesday. The UK administration sent out an email to everyone inviting them to that grand opening, so check your email.
Awesome. Lots of good questions come in. You guys are asking lots of good ones. We got a question from Kaylee. Kaylee asks, are there any restrictions of what you can and can't put on the dorm walls, such as removable wall decals and things like that? Rachel, can you answer that?
Yeah, so what we typically suggest that you use is 3M command strips. There are plenty of tutorial videos online and you'll just pull them down. That's your best option. Damage is at your own risk. So if you hang stuff and there's damage, you're going to get charged for it. So we typically suggest the 3M strips, as well as I think little tacks.
Yeah, and some of our buildings, they have like a drywall. Some of our buildings have concrete walls. So the ones that have drywall, we do allow you to use like small push tacks or even small finishing nails. And then the ones that have the concrete walls on them, command strips is probably going to be your best and easiest solution. But again, like Rachel said about if there is damage to the wall or anything like that, you will get charged, because there are ways that, command strips, you can take them off easily. So if there is damage or anything like that, just want to let you know you do run the risk of having to pay a potential damage fee if you do actually damage the wall. So.
And I definitely thought I knew how to use command strips, and I didn't. So I would look at videos because it does work. You can't get them off, but I did not know how to use them.
Yeah,
so.
Plenty of great videos online about how to get those off the wall this time of year, especially. All right, got a question from looks like Jade asks, are we allowed to bring a rice cooker or infrared portable stovetop, and what is the maximum wattage for a microwave? Brings up a great question about kind of what you can bring and what you can't bring. I'm going to suggest you go on our website, again, uky.edu/housing. If you go under our living on campus section, it's going to be a move-in, move-out section within there, and we're actually going to have a what to bring and what not to bring. So it's going to have a full, complete list of all these kind of small kitchen appliances about what we do allow, what we don't allow. So feel free to hop on there, check out the full, complete list, because there are things we do allow and there are things that we don't. So we don't want you to show up with something that you're not allowed to have. So just check out our website for those. One of the kind of most common things we get people show up with they're not supposed to have are these Medusa lamps.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen these? Where it's like these 5 different color shades and stuff like that, with the plastic shades. It's kind of one of those random things, but we don't allow those on campus just because it's a fire hazard. So if you guys have one of those, you bought one of those to bring to your room, go ahead and take it out of the packing pile, take it back to wherever you got it, because we don't allow them on campus. But again, check out our website for the full list of what we can and can't bring. Covering the full list of things here. This is awesome. Alrighty. I got a question here from Richard. Richard asks, he says, in Champions Court 1, are we responsible for the maintenance of the bathroom and toilets? You're responsible for cleaning, but not maintenance. So if your toilet is running for some reason, or if it's not flushing properly, or your shower head is leaking, or whatever it may be, any of those maintenance type issues, that's covered with your room fees. So we call Fix It. Fix It's our service on campus that has all of our maintenance. So you just call that number and say, hey, you know, my shower head's leaking, or my toilet keeps running, it won't stop. Whatever the issue is, call Fix It, and they will dispatch our maintenance out to you and get those things taken care of. But as far as cleaning in those bathrooms, whether that's the 4-person suite, the 2-bedroom suite, the 4-bedroom suite, those that share a bathroom inside your actual room, you as the student, as the person that's living there, is actually responsible for cleaning those. So you probably want to bring some Clorox wipes and, you know, something to wipe the floor down, a few things. Yeah, toilet brush, a few other things, because you will have to clean those. You know, you and your
gloves.
Yeah, a few rubber gloves. You know, you and your roommates will have to, you know, figure out a schedule for cleaning and all that kind of stuff when you move in. So, good question, Richard. All right, a couple other questions here. Looks like we'll take our last question here, asking about the trash compactors. McKenna is located in Chambers Court 1. She's living there, asking where the trash compactors are located. McKenna, they're actually located right outside the lobby doors. There's actually going to be, and everywhere across campus, there's a compactor for trash, and there's a compactor for mixed recyclable. So your cardboard, your plastic bottles, anything else that's considered a mixed recyclable, that's going to go in the one that has the blue door. And then we've got our landfill one, which is just anything else that's not recyclable is going to go in the one that has the black door. So all across campus, we have these trash compactors. So just ask your front desk staff, or you'll actually be getting an email about where those trash locations are located to find out more information about where they are specifically for your building.
And when you do that, you're going to want to use your student ID because you have to swipe it to get them to open up. So make sure to take that with you. Yeah,
the student ID is very important to take with you no matter where you go, because most of the doors on campus, as soon as you step out of them, they're going to lock automatically. So even if you're going down the hall to chat with your friend or go to their room, you need to make sure you've got that student ID on you, because you don't want to get locked out of your room, especially, you know, late at night. That's you know, it's not a fun way to have the night. So
same with using the meal plans, flex dollars, anything like that. You'll want to bring your student ID to the restaurant, or you will not be able to eat.
Which isn't good.
All righty, guys. Well, we want to thank you guys for joining us for this Google Plus Hangout about moving, living on campus, and we will see you guys next time. Have a good one.